Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Voice of Nature. Today, we have a very special and unusual episode. We are going to talk about a group of animals that live in Colombia, but they are not from Colombia. They are a big, heavy, dangerous, and kind of famous. Yes, we are talking about hippos. To help, to help us understand why there are hippos in Colombia and what they mean for the very moment, we have an initial guest, Pablo Escobar, the man who brought the first hippos to Colombia many years ago. Pablo, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's strange to be here, but I'm ready to talk about this animal and the history.
In the segment one, how the hippos arrived. Let's start from the beginning. Why are the hippos in Colombia?
Well, during the 1918, I wanted exotic animal in my private zoo. I bought elephants, giraffe, zebras, and also for hippos from Africa. I thought they were interesting, big, and different.
So they start as pets in a private zoo.
Yes, they live in Hacienda Nápoles, my ranch. When I was gone, the government took many animals away, but the hippos were difficult to move. They stayed and they started to reproduce.
And today there are not four hippos anymore.
No, today we think there are more than 150, maybe even 118. They live in rivers and lakes in Colombia.
Thanks for the segment two, the ecological impact. Now let's talk about the impact. Hippos are not from Colombia. What happens when such big animals live in a new ecosystem?
First, they change in rivers. Hippos eat a lot of grass, and they spend many hours in the water. They waste and nutrients to the rivers, and this can change the balance of plants and algae.
So they change the chemistry of the water.
Exactly. Some scientists say it can increase fish in some areas, but in other areas it can produce to main algae, which reduce oxygen for other species.
What about the land?
On land, hippos compete with cows and other animals. They eat a lot of vegetation, and this affects local plants. They can also destroy crops when they walk in farms.
And are they dangerous for people?
Yes, hippos can be very aggressive. They are big, they can fall fast, and they attack if they feel threatened. There have been alchemists with farmers and fishermen.
Okay. Segment 3, we'll talk about opinions and emotions. Some people in Colombia love the hippos. They say the animals are part of the culture now. They bring tourists. What do you think?
It's true. Many people go to see the hippos. They are famous. Some people I even call them cultural heritage, but love is not the same as science. We must think about the future of the ecosystem.
So there are two sides. People will love them and people will fear their impact.
Yes, it is a difficult balance.
Life. So for segment 4, we are about a solution. What solution exists for this problem?
There are three main ideas. One, calling or killing some hippos. This is very controversial because many people don't want to see them die. Two, sterilization. Scientists try to control their population by giving them medicine or surgery so they can have more babies. But hippos are big and dangerous, so that is not easy. Three, relocation. Moving some hippos to other places. Maybe zoos, but moving hippos is very expensive and difficult.
So, none of the solution is simple.
No, it's complex. Colombia needs to decide which one is best for nature, people, and dead animal.
Okay, for the second fight and the final, we are about our reflections. Pablo, do you regret bringing the apples to Colombia?
Yes, I think it was a mistake. At that time, I did not think about the environment or the future. Now Colombia has to manage the problem.
And what lessons can we learn?
That humans must respect ecosystems. Bringing animals from another continents can create problem for many years.
Thanks, Pablo. For conclusions, for sharing your thoughts, the story of the Colombia apples is an unusual and fascinating situation. It showed us how one decision can change an entire ecosystem. For Colombia, the apples are beautiful, but also dangerous. That question is, how shall the country manage them in the future? Thank you for listening, for joining us today. This was Voice of Nature, and will you in the next episode.
Goodbye and thank you.
Goodbye, Paulo.